and educating the masses. And I'm really appreciative of all the responses. And for those of you that checked on me when I was not around, thank you very, very much. All right, my name is Omalicha Isioma. I Today I'll be talking about a very interesting topic, and it's titled sexting. It's titled sexting. Okay, sexting.
Sexting.
Sexting. That's
Okay.
SEXTING. Sexting.
Okay.
Okay, that word is a new word actually. I don't think it's in the dictionary because it's a word that is formed from the word sex and texting. And it started as a result of this in whole internet usage and all that. And what does it mean? Sexting means the act of sending sexual text messages, okay? It also involves sending nude or semi-nude photos or explicit videos of yourself. This our very woke generation. This sexting is very, very, very common. It's common among a lot of young persons. Even recently, one of I will call her the queen of music in Nigeria and Africa. Yes, she had that same problem too. Her video was all over the internet and it was a disaster. In fact, it was heartbreaking. Yes. And after that, again, one popular TikToker too, her video went viral. In fact, it was crazy. She was crying.
That one, I don't even get why she was crying.
Why would she cry?
She has been, reports actually say she has been doing free videos for people online,
IG, you're
collecting
getting
small money from them.
5K, get one free. Yes, that's what she was doing, 5K.
So she has been putting this thing out to people. They have it in their phones. What was she expecting?
5K, get one free. That's the same sex thing we're talking about. 5K, people pay her 5K for a
1 minute video of something raunchy.
Yes, and sometimes you get one free. You can imagine. So, but I think she should be a teenager or in her early 20s. So most of them don't even know the after effects of what they are doing. I am so grateful to my God. I am really, really grateful to God that this internet came when most of us, we've already passed that,
Are you saying you might have fallen into the temptation as well?
Maybe, maybe. Sometimes some people don't want to do it, but follow syndrome. Let's be realistic. I like to be realistic. I like to tell myself the truth. I'm not a perfect human being.
Yeah.
I've made mistakes in the past. So if I tell you that no, maybe you never can tell, because we've all gone through that same peer pressure, whole drama, seeking validation from people. And even as adults, some people still do that till today.
True.
Okay, so I thank God every day that this whole internet thing came when some of us, we've passed that, that stage, because it's really, I feel for them. I feel for the young people. It's something that parents should need to sit down and talk to them about the way they use the phone and the internet.
Okay.
All right. So even that TikToker too, I think she doesn't really know the after effect, because most of them, they'll be like, Kim Kardashian, she did a sex video
and she became famous.
When she became famous. Are you Kim? Are you Kardashian? Kim Kardashian has a mom that is, she's a rugged businesswoman that knows how to make use of every opportunity for her daughters to be famous. But your own mom, does she know that? Your mom doesn't know that. Rather,
your mom will put her hands on her head and be crying.
She'll run to church for deliverance, So what I'm saying is that sexting is becoming very, very common. A lot of young persons are doing it today, and some of them don't know the long-term effect of what they are doing.
Yeah.
Because even Kim Kardashian, she said that at some point in her life, she was always nervous when she was outside, because she doesn't even know why people are actually looking at her, that nervousness and all that. And even recently, she was crying. I don't really follow them. She was crying, oh, there's a second tape, and Kanye West now went the Messiah to get the second tape, and she was so happy and all that, because she doesn't want her kids to
deal with that.
The videos, but they would definitely deal with that one day. That is just the truth. So a lot of young persons, they involve in what they call it sexting now. You have not even dated someone, you don't even know someone so well, just 1 month, 2 months. Because even when I was preparing for this topic, a sex toy company said that people that even indulge in sexting are not people that have been in long-term relationship. It's usually people that just started newly. So I tell people, why will you want to jeopardize your future, jeopardize your career? And even if you don't want to do anything at all, just think of your own children. Even if you don't care about anybody, think about how this will affect your children later in future. Okay? Because I don't see any reason why someone, you're just in a 1 month relationship, 2 months, 3 months, even 1 year. We have seen situations whereby people are so in love, so much in love. And when the relationship ends, come and see, e.g., Nkechi and her boyfriend, how they came outside. They were saying a lot of painful things. She doesn't take her bath. The other one said, you're coming online to buga, that you are rich and you're staying in a flat with shared apartment. The other one said she doesn't put on, there's a lot of things. Or let's now shift again to Tone to Decay and Popo Grey. You see how they were doing love. She bought him a car. He was, professing love. And when their fight started, people, I always tell people something, that people change. Only very few persons that that their behavior is consistent. That even if relationship is not there, they won't change. They will just say, this one carry your wahala and go, I'm done. But they won't go they won't go extreme. Okay. So why will you want to put yourself in that kind of situation that you can't control? Because immediately you send that nude photo, you send that nude video to the other person, how are you so sure the person will not send it to another person? Okay. And there's what they call revenge porn. Maybe the person is angry, you don't want to be in a relationship anymore, you're tired because of the person's behavior. The person will be like, okay, I'm going to send all your nude pictures online. I'm going to send your nude. And one thing is that the way both of us were here talking, motivating, educating, enlightening these people, our videos won't go viral. Let me send one nude, or you send your own one. You see what will happen. The pictures will go everywhere. The videos will start flying here and there.
Very true.
Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So, and you don't even know if the person decides to just send that one video, before you say Jack, it has gone everywhere. I think people are so happy when something negative happens. I have actually noticed that. When Two-Face, I think he opened a musical studio at Ife, nobody talked about it. But trust me, let Two-Face just hug one girl or pregnant one girl. Everywhere will be burning. That's what I'm trying to say, is that people tend to like negative news, negative information. So once that person sends that, pam, it goes viral. I can remember the story of one other girl that happened some years ago. And because of that story, I don't even eat cucumber.
Okay, but the ones they sell at the markets have not been used for anything,
Sand will cover it small. You remember that story? Can you remember that story? Can you remember the story about? You can remember 4 or 5 years ago, one beauty queen. I don't know what happened between them. The next minute, someone that was with the video decided to
post it
just to blackmail her. And posted it, and it was a disaster. People were laughing, people were talking, people were sharing the videos and all that. And the girl's father came out. You need to see him so down deep. That kind of a thing can actually kill.
Very true.
Can kill the dad. You understand how people are. So these are the reasons. These are some of the reasons why you shouldn't involve yourself in sexting. Because I tell people this, if you listen to me when I talk here, people change. Only very few people have consistent behavior that's good or bad. They will still just be good. They ignore you, they still just be good. But some persons, when they can't get their way, you see them, they flip, they turn into something else. So because of revenge porn, okay, and I'm very sure that even Tiwa, it affected her. I'm sure
Yeah.
maybe she was going for counseling and all that. And for some of us, like me, I'm very good at picking up people's energy, even if I'm not close to you online. She has not gotten over it. All those things she's doing is just for, okay, but deep down, because one day her baby is going to grow up and ask her questions. When people want to bring you down, they will always, maybe they can't hit the mom. The mom is still, she's managing it, maybe because she's seeing a therapist and all that. She's managing it properly outside. What of the boy? You want to make Shakara your mommy is easy. You just bring the video and start laughing. And things like this don't leave. Because even if you clear it out from the internet, there are some persons that they are perverts. They have such videos.
Some people still have them.
They still have them. They still keep them. They still keep them. So when a man should wake up in the morning and he will tell you, send me your nude photos or a good raunchy video of you, say no. Stop seeking validation from people. If he wants to leave, he should leave. Because if that man sends his own nude photos to you, I'm not trying to support the men, but the chances that even women will want to go and meet him and say, man, that guy is this still, let me go and see, let me go and taste, is there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Compared to a woman.
Compared to a woman. So that is why I always tell you as a woman, put yourself first. You have the power. Learn to control it in every situation. Because at the end of the day, you will live to regret the choices that you made at one point in time. That's just the truth. And another reason why people shouldn't get involved in sexting, because some persons will be like, oh, it helps to strengthen the relationship, it helps to bond the relationship. Peradventure, you not send that kind of a video to your mom or your dad, or maybe your boss in the office by mistake. It happens. There's sometimes, I don't know if it happens, it happens. There's sometimes I want to send a message to IJ, and like, IJ, babe, what's up? How you doing? And I will not send it to my sister. Yeah. I'm like, oh, she not say, what are you saying? I say, oh, sorry, it's not you. They say, what are you saying? I say, no, disregard. You understand everything. So what if you not send it to your boss? What if you send it to someone by mistake? Yes.
Or you could mistakenly upload it on your status.
Do you
while you're trying to put up something else? True. And before you realize it, to take it down.
I'm telling you.
Some people even make use of some kind of WhatsApp where even when you take it down, they will have it. They will still have it in their phones.
Yes. That's true. So sometimes I ask people, why do you even keep all those things in your phone? Why do you keep all those things in your phone? If peradventure a child should pick up that phone and sees that video, it's something. You've messed up the mindset of that child, because children hardly forget, and most likely that child will want to practicalize it. They may not even know what they are doing, but they're just like, I saw this in my mommy's or my daddy's phone. Okay, but now I'm just talking to singles now. I saw it in my mommy or my daddy's phone. They want to just to do it. They don't even know what they are doing. Okay, and if you send it to the wrong person, they may say, okay, there's no problem, I've deleted it. They may not delete it. They'll keep it and send it. And that's how blackmail starts. Yeah. That's how blackmail starts. Okay, what if you send it to someone, you say, okay, I trust this guy so much, I trust him. Oh, he's a good guy, he's a this. Okay, you send it to him. He's now in his phone, and peradventure they steal his phone. Or peradventure that phone develops a fault and he needs to fix it. It has happened to me. My phone was faulty. I had to fix it. Okay, and my screen went blank. By the time they fixed everything, they've already opened my phone to access everything. Wow. You understand what I mean? It happens all the time. And peradventure, they stumble on that video. Before you know it, they collect it and want to blackmail you. I think that was what happened to one actress, Anita Hogan, with her white man boyfriend there. But the man married her eventually. The man married her, but I'm very sure that the shock will still be there. So if, for example, you are involved in sex and all that, I think it's high time you should stop, because this topic, I was supposed to be here last week, but I was under the weather, I was very down, but this was the topic that kept coming to me. Talk about sexting in relationship. You don't, our society, they've made women somehow that, oh my God, you need to do everything. to keep him. So if he tells
it's just funny. You start talking to a guy, next thing he has your nudes
do you understand?
in his phone.
Why? Or you're doing everything just to keep him. Why would someone tell you, send me your nude photos, and you will really, I mean, I don't understand though.
Sometimes they don't even tell them. They do it to entertain. These girls offer.
They offer to do it.
Yes.
But that's the same seeking validation too. Because if you have a high self-esteem, why will you want to do that? That's just the truth. Why will you want to do that? And at the end of the day, that is why when the relationship ends, it will look as if the world wants to end because of, because of the guy has taken too much. Don't offer to any man because he can. And sometimes one thing about men, they are very funny creatures. He'll be saying in his mind, this one, she's doing this for me. I wonder how many people she has done it for. That is how they are. That is how they think. That's how they are wired. Okay, so when you look at the long-term effect of whatever thing you are doing, the long-term impact, obviously is more than the benefits we're talking about today. So I would advise every young lady. I know they will say I'm a feminist. I'm not a feminist too. Time I want to talk for men, I'll talk. Time for women, I'll talk. But this program is actually tailored to guide young girls. That is because anything you're doing and you don't have a goal, you find out that you're just jumping here and there, scattered all over. Young ladies, even young boys, there's no need for you to send your nude photos to anybody, any video to anybody. Because even if you don't, you can imagine if tomorrow people change. Some of us, in the last 10, 15 years, of course, definitely you always show signs of who you'll become. But some of us, where we are today, some people may not even be able to project that we'll get to that level. Some people, tomorrow you can actually become the governor's wife. You can become the governor. You can imagine someone, let me don't mention anybody's name. You can imagine some of these presidential candidates that are coming out. Trust me, people will go and dig out those videos. True. Just to discredit them. Mm-hmm. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So young persons, I hope you people are listening to me. Protect your future. Because you might think that, there's nothing. You might end up becoming the governor's wife. If you want to contest, people change. You might just turn around and become a new creature. But your past may come haunting you. So that is why this kind of program exists, to guide young women, young men, to be very careful of the choices that they make. Because even if you go to church, Jesus Christ will forgive you. But the consequences of your choices, you will always face it. You will always, one way or the other, pay for it and face it. So that is all I have. So I'm ready for questions and answers, and people that will not support this my topic too. And if you have any experience of anybody telling you to do sexting and all that, you can share with us, and I'll be here to give my own comment, my own opinion, comment too.
Okay, then. So I'm about to call out the phone numbers, and yes, phone numbers that you can call us with, and the number for the SMS. You could either send in the SMS or drop a WhatsApp voice note, or just send a message on WhatsApp as well with the other number. So let's start with the one for the SMS, so that if you want to start typing, you can start doing that now. 0905-948-1021. That is 0905-948-1021. That is to send your SMS or WhatsApp voice notes, or a normal, just straight up WhatsApp message. And of course, to call us up straight up, you can dial 0705-079-1021. That is 0705-079-1021. I hope that wasn't so fast. And the second number is 081-174-31021. That is 081-174-31021. 31021. Omalicha Isioma is here, and she has been talking about sexting. She explained what sexting is, all right? And but if you're just joining us, well, you can also learn. That's the number. Call us up if you have questions, and we'd like to get your contribution. We're also streaming live on Facebook. Go join us live at Super FM PH, Super FM 93.3. You'll see Omalicha Isioma. Let her know how beautiful she looks, and of course, drop comments about our topic on the show tonight. Good. Good evening. All right, I think we missed that already. Do try to call us back. Good evening. Good evening. Okay. All right, please do try to call back. Just keep dialing the numbers. Hello, good evening. Hello.
Mm.
Wow, I was wondering what could be going on. All right, you're welcome to the show. What's your name? Wow. Should I wonder what's going on?
Don't wonder.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Yes,
Good
good
evening.
evening. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, my name is Bobby. I'm from Ika.
I think there's need for you to be more audible. I can barely hear what you're saying. I think it's same for Malicha. What did you say?
You say?
What's your name?
My name is Godby.
Godwin.
Godby.
God's gift. Okay, from Eneka. All right, talk to us. We're listening.
Yeah, can I solve my relationship issue?
Is it related to texting? Sexting, rather.
Yes.
Okay, then go ahead.
Yeah, I have a girl. She's from Imo State. So we are dating over 6 months now. So one day we're talking, we will have an argument. She made me angry. So we're arguing on that sort of issue. So she made me angry. Out of the anger, I slapped her.
I'll try you. All right, we're
I
listening
slapped
to you.
her. After I slapped her, I left. Yeah, I left the house. So I will not do something stupid. So after I left, coming back, I did not see her again. So I called her. She's not picking my call. Send her text message. She's not answering. She's like this now. So I don't know what to do right now. I'm going to her house. She's not there. So I don't know where she is now.
You have not married her, you're slapping her. Have you?
No,
No.
it's out of the anger.
No,
Not
you need to
really
you need to control your anger. That's someone's child, though. You don't know. I always don't you listen to this program? I always say people don't hit anybody. A lot of people are ill. You think they are well. You just slap her now. If she just collapse, pass out, or just die from there, what will you say? That's when you know she has family. That's when you know she has a family. So, well, IJ, what do you have to say?
Oh well, I have an issue with
Men hitting.
hitting anybody at all. And even if it's the female hitting the other person.
It's not right.
I just have an issue with that. But for a man, especially when you know you're even stronger than she is, I don't know. It's just I think that's between the two of them.
So imagine someone hitting my face. Oh, jeez.
If she's willing, if she's willing to forgive you and get back, well,
Well,
yeah, that's between the two of you. And if you continue hitting her, I bet you she definitely would leave you completely, block you everywhere, and never want to get back to you. So
That is my first time of hitting her.
it has started now.
I don't really want. No, I don't really want to slap her. So she gets me angry. But
what did she do? Well, this is not even related to the today's topic.
Yeah, I asked you if it was related to sexting, and you said yes.
That's
I
number
was
one.
talking. She was.
Number one.
I was
means-
talking. She was.
Eh.
You say?
You
okay?
were talking. She was what?
I was talking. She was talking and shouting. I said, "Look, it's okay. Let me talk."
Then
So,
you now slapped
she
her.
has to talk.
God, leave that matter. You're
Are you
wrong,
married
sorry.
to her?
Even if
Are you married
No,
to
I'm
her?
not married.
Is she staying
No,
with
no,
you?
No. Yes.
She's living with you.
Yes. Yes.
Well, first and foremost, I have to be realistic with you. You don't stay with another man's child in your house. If something should happen to that girl today, trust me, you are going to pay her bride price. You do everything. That of you marry a dead woman. So number one, If you feel, if you they said if a child wants, they did not say a child should not grow teeth, but you should have lips to cover the teeth too. So if you know you can house her, you can keep her in your house. Why don't you go and meet her parents? So you say you've been calling her, you've been doing everything. Have you gone to her family house to look for her?
No,
So why?
nothing.
You don't know her family house, or people are doing a Abuja marriage.
I know a family house.
Then you go to her family house to look for her there and get married to her, because obviously she's staying with you and maybe you like her. Then talk to her, apologize
Yes.
to her, and please don't hit her again. That is very, very wrong. Go to her family house and look for her, and stop allowing women stay in your house when you're not married to them. Life is very fragile. She can sleep and she won't wake up the next day. What will you do? What will you tell the Nigerian police force? They will slap you, eh? Please, please.
He's laughing.
Please
Okay.
go to her family house and look for her. You cannot be calling someone and sending text messages and you're saying, I've done everything. You've not done anything. Go to her family house. Go and look for her. If possible, go and meet her mom and talk to the mom and say, Mama, see, I like your daughter. Look at what happened. Okay, I want to get married to her. Don't keep people in your house like that. Life is fragile. Forget all these things we are doing. She can sleep and she won't wake up. What will you say? What will you do? That's when you people will be looking for somewhere to hide the body, and nobody will want to believe that you did not use the person for ritual. That's just the truth. Are you people not listening to the radio every day or TV? Don't keep another man's child in your house. You're living with her. Go to her mom. Go to her dad. You're a man for you to keep someone in your house. Go with drink. Go and beg them. Then talk to her, and please don't hit her again. I don't like that. To give birth to a child is not easy. Then you will not be slapping another person's child like your what? Please.
Sorry, thank you.
All right, thank you very much. So call next week and let's get your
Feedback.
the feedback. Very important feedback.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Okay,
you.
then.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Bye. Good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening. I just how are you doing?
We're good. Ken Billions.
Hey,
Thank you for joining us.
Canby. I have missed you.
I missed me. I missed
Oh,
you more than you.
Can Billy.
I've been asking. I was asking whether I provoked
Ah.
you the other day.
No.
Yeah.
No. Why? No.
Thank God. I'm happy to hear your voice. Since 10 o'clock, I've been listening.
I gave you a
Thank
shout
God
out
you are
now.
here. I heard you. I heard you. You are a wonderful
Correct.
person. I heard you.
All
I heard
right.
you. How are you doing, my dear?
I'm very fine today. I'm very, very fine.
Okay, God is your strength, okay?
Amen.
As usual, you really spoke well. I really listened to you. You know, you are 100% correct. Everything you have said.
Are you
I
sure?
concur. Honestly. So from the bottom of my heart, I concur. This guy himself want to divorce our topic. I wonder why, like you rightly said, somebody would do Abuja marriage and adopt somebody's child, but I see it as an adoption.
It's
If he can
Abuja
take
marriage
it, he
now.
can. Yes, you are in point. 100% correct. That's what they do here. If
It's
somebody
wrong.
will just carry person keep for house,
No, it's
you
not
can
good.
if you can feed the person. What stops you, like you said, to go and give a drink to the parents? It's very, very wrong. And
And it's
I
risky.
don't know why they are calling. I say you're 100% right.
It's very
So
risky.
having said that, the state of a thing, the subject matter, my dear, like I always said, I don't see the reason. I don't know whether this social media of a thing, for my own sake, you have done more harm than, because a lot of things have happened from that social media. So many souls have lost. People have lost their life because of that, inviting the person, self keeping the person. And for that, the people are not yet learning. So I don't see the reason why somebody will make a video. If people, like you said, there's somebody I saw, the one I saw like that, the guy is in charge of all these people in the church, that's all these television of the things. Mistakenly, he placed this thing. He doesn't know why when that video of that state of thing is placed in the screen.
On the screen in
Right,
church,
because
right?
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
yes.
Serious?
Yes, I heard the story.
The talk really bought everybody. What is it?
They were so
this
embarrassed
they
because
cannot
he
talk.
was their
It's
pastor. Like, whoa.
And
That
imagine if
kind of
children they
thing.
are there. Dude.
I'm telling you, you can imagine that kind of thing. So a mistake may occur. The person may
Yeah.
not do it deliberately. You understand?
Yes,
But to
yes.
avoid all these things, if you must have it after some hours, you just immediately delete it. Okay. So if you want to keep it, you can just make it. You snap. You bring the picture. If you know the reason of it, so I'm just saying. But for me,
Is
I'm
mirror
not,
not enough to look at your this thing? Must you snap it?
I don't see I'm not.
You just look at the mirror, you look at it.
I did. You don't see I'm not.
Must you snap?
Something is in your palm. You are still going to snap it for what reason? So I want to discourage people that is doing that. You know, you have seen a lot of things that have come out of such a thing
It's
globally.
true.
So people need to mellow down from that perspective. Doesn't care. So I'm so happy to hear your voice.
Thank you
God
very
bless
much.
you.
Thank you very much,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
Thank you,
And
Cambillions.
yeah, this thing just reminded me. There was one time, one pastor, I can't mention the name of the church in Lagos.
Yeah.
His own video went viral with his church member. The girl's
Right.
named them Princess. And you know my
Aw.
English name is actually Princess. I was so ashamed. And people were now, social media. People were analyzing it like, the girl no even see this thing. Oh my God. Where?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
And it's true. That's true.
Yeah, what he also just said reminded me of something that happened to me, or should I say with me?
Okay.
It was there's this girl, she's even here in PH.
Okay.
Some time ago we had an issue,
Okay.
and then she sent her nudes to some guy. Yeah, like her nudes different from different angles, to some guy she really wanted to sleep with.
Can you
And the
imagine?
guy sent to another person that was close to me. So I saw it from this other person and I was like, is this not,
This girl.
let me not even call her name. I was like, is this not, I was like, oh, see this life. If I was one
Do
kind
you
of person now, to
understand?
just get back at this girl, I could just send it to somebody who is not close to, either of us to post it. I mean, if I was some kind
No,
of
is
person
that kind of okay? Let
to
me
post
don't,
it.
I don't need to say
so
it
that
now.
she wouldn't
Stop.
say it came out from my account or something. Somebody
Yeah.
else could just do the job for me, just to mess her up, because she was really bragging like she was somebody. And hello, babe, now you be this. I mean, is this all of it?
After all the booga.
I'm telling you, it's just
doesn't
crazy.
make-
Don't mess yourself up
doesn't-
like that.
doesn't make
These
sense.
people they send it to their friends. They send it. These guys, they send it to.
Of course.
They
of
send
course.
it to their friends.
Of
That are
course.
not, because these are not even reasonable human beings. I beg
IJ,
your pardon.
man.
They share this thing. They talk about you
yes.
behind you. A woman who knows her worth,
Woo.
she don't even be sending her nudes. You send your boobs. You send your. Okay, it's night radio. You send your vagina. I wanted to use the P word. You send your vagina. You send you do stupid. You look stupid, honey. You make yourself look cheap and stupid.
Not
And you-
stupid.
and you-
Double stupid.
And you really think that guy wants to get serious with you and
Exactly.
marry you tomorrow?
Mhm.
Hello? He's not. It's never gonna happen.
It's not
So
going to happen.
Don't even start crying when the heartbreak happens, because you already set yourself up for all of that from the very beginning.
And you know one thing about men, this, after a while, I spend most of my time actually studying.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of my time. If I'm not doing, I'm actually studying. Kanye West, after a while, he started complaining about Kim Kardashian, the way she dresses. I said, men are just men somehow.
But he saw it from the very beginning. So
That's
what
just
changed?
now. That's it. One thing about men is that after a while, once they begin to really like you and all that, a man that really likes you won't even tell you to send your nude photos to him. He
Yeah.
would never. In fact, any man that tells you to do that, in fact, that is a red flag.
Yeah.
That is a serious red flag. You shouldn't even take him serious. Okay, now we're not saying the men. Even you as a woman, why will you? You don't reach that level. I know sometimes they will quote, there's a time they'll say in the Bible that 10 men, how they used to say it in the Bible, 10 girls will marry.
We hold on to one man.
it don't reach that level that you will actually have, you practically send nude photos to a guy. Men don't fall in love because of sex. So if not, all the prostitutes we have today will be married. That's just the truth. Men, they will just be sleeping with you and sleeping with you, and one day he'll wake up and tell you, I'm getting married. And you'll be like, I thought we were in a relationship. Say, no. I thought we were just having fun. That is men for you. So don't think by sending him all those things will make him fall in love, because he will take it and send to his friend.
Yeah.
That his friend too will observe and say, man, let's go put head here. Make I say, well, that's something if he fall out. That is how they operate. Okay, so, and for those of you that will be sending nude photos to a guy, get 5,000 naira, get one free. You do not know what you are doing. Just look at what is happening to some of these presidential candidates.
Yeah.
People will go and trace that this one did not go to school. This one will trace down. In fact, at some point, I went to gather all my certificates. I went to keep them. So I said, I don't want your stories are taught tomorrow. I'm telling you, yes, it's the truth, because even the people that are close to you are the ones that will even somehow sell you out. They'll be like, don't mind that she didn't go to school, she's just claiming one thing I don't know. And someone will really? They'll go to the school and trace. They won't see your results there. So you don't even know where life is taking you to. Life goes beyond social media and the craze there.
Yeah.
Okay? So life, I don't know how even
I
put.
get you.
I don't know how
Let's
to say
take-
this thing.
Let's take more calls. Good evening.
Let me speak pidgin. It they turn my belly.
Sorry. Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah,
Good evening.
Welcome to the show.
I'm so happy to hear you people.
All right. Good evening.
In fact, that my sister, she speaks so brilliantly.
All right.
And love what she's saying this evening to us.
Can you please tone down the volume on your radio, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
Don't worry, you can always hear your voice on Facebook. After the show, just go there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Are people hearing me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you very much. In fact, what you are lecturing us is very, very, I don't know how to put it. It's so interesting. And in fact, you are lecturing us a kind of thing that will help us to help ourselves.
You will pay us now. You will come and pay Super FM.
You say?
I say you will come and pay Super FM.
So thank you.
All right, you're welcome. What's your name, please?
My name is Prince Figo.
Sorry?
Calling from Prince Figo.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm calling from Rumkrushi.
Okay.
So I'm thanking you people. You people are doing so well.
Thank you very much.
I want to also ask
Okay.
that my sister, is she a married person?
Who's your
Is
sister?
she married?
Why are you people so concerned about my marital status?
Maybe they want to marry you.
Da.
She said that.
Da.
Because this venture, someone can find a person that exhibited all these character that you are just trying to show us. I hope, such an individual, it's a paradise to a man.
Yeah.
I hope so. I really just hope so, because sometimes. Let him finish anyway.
Okay, continue.
So you are not married, right?
I don't know. Continue. Anything. What do you want to say? Just talk more. Talk more.
Thank you
The
so
first
much.
question you did ask.
I don't know. Why is it that, why is there a lot of people are so concerned about my marital status?
Maybe it's because you make a lot of sense, and they just
So
wish,
wait.
they could have a woman like you. But the funny thing with some men is that when they eventually have a woman like that, they might want to play with her at the end of the day.
Of course.
After 2 years, 3 years, they
Of
start
course.
feeling like she's mine. She's here.
Of course.
She will not have value. The value just drop.
And some of them,
that's the problem.
another thing, jealousy will creep into.
Yeah.
Sometimes jealousy creeps in too.
Oh, so you feel like because you're
Ain't
more famous than I am, because people know you,
that's
eh?
your station that you
Eh.
just puffing your head.
I'm telling you, tomorrow when you want to look pretty to the studio now,
You
it
say,
will be a problem.
A married woman going out by 10
I'm
o'clock. Are you sure you're not going to do another thing at your office?
I'm sure there's one guy in that office that is already eyeing you. In fact, you stop this program.
Then maybe when he sees me gisting with what's his name, Poriko. Hey,
telling
what's up?
you.
Oh!
I said it.
Don't worry, my marital status is a secret between IG and I.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
They will say we are ganging up against the men tonight. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we're actually rounding off with this.
Yeah.
And good, let's take a few more calls. Good
Okay.
evening. We have some messages.
Good
Good
evening.
evening. Yeah, welcome.
Good evening, Idea and Manchester Moses on the line.
All right. Good evening, Moses. Welcome.
Thank you. The way Poriko was, analyzing you, the sugar was kind of trying to lower my radio volume so that I don't have diabetes.
Aww.
Blood of God.
Nobody's shaking, himself.
Please don't have diabetes. So. Don't mind Poriko, eh? He's just doing his job. He's being my colleague.
No, I enjoy all of you. Everyone have their own, unique personality.
Of course.
On the topic you're discussing, the very first time I heard the lady of my I had to check out on Facebook, and I must confess, love is mixed with both bitter and sour. I will talk about the good ones I like about you, and then I'll also talk about
The bad one.
but I think that I don't really, not really bad words, but I mean that my opinion differs. I can always tell other peace and people that I differ doesn't mean that I completely hate you and all that.
Of course.
I mean, yeah, just difference.
Okay.
I enjoyed your presentation on the radio, and I like what I saw on Facebook. But where I kind of to differ is on the comparison. Not really that you're comparing men, but choosing to talk about men and women differently. You see, we have a society whereby we have a lot of lesbians. That began, when we began to separate boys and girls from schools. Let's not go into that,
Okay.
Men and women, men and women are different in their own ways, and they're not to be compared.
Okay.
Men have their strength, women have their strength. Now let me move away from that. On what we are discussing proper, you mentioned something about a man, he kind of being with a man at the end of the day, you marry, and that I think it's Sajid that said that.
No.
Yeah.
Are you sure I said
Yeah.
that?
Okay,
We're
just-
listening.
no,
We're
we're
listening to
listening.
you, though. Yeah.
How that relate to what we are talking about is it struck me because I was thinking of a similar thing. This evening, I was thinking about people like being with somebody in the room and the rest of you're with your loved one, but you're Facebooking and the rest of that. I was thinking about something like that. Now, in terms of what you to relate that with what you are saying, you see, I was trying to kind of dwell on people discovering their individuality, who they are, their personality, and the rest of that, because that is the reason why most people go into things like sexting. Who is influencing you? That is what what determines what a person will do. Now, as per what you said about a man can be with a woman, like I always tell people, ladies, a man will commend you and tell you, oh, your makeup is very beautiful. Men will never tell you that, they don't like makeup. But when you see men, the average men, they will call here and tell that they like makeup. But when they're on their own, I know what women will say about makeup. Now, to use that to explain what you just said earlier on, every person know what they want. Every man know what they want. And a man might be in a relationship with you, for like 5 years. But when you meet a lady, the same goes with a lady, and when you meet a person that reflects the individuality, the person he is, he instantly falls in love, and that is marriage. They get instantly connected. So that only happens when people take time to discover who they are. I'm not being driven by what society, what everyone is doing, and I don't know if you're getting what I'm trying to say.
So I think we should spend more time trying to teach people, to understand who they are. I'm not being driven by trend. This is what will people say about me, this and that. This is what is trending now. Because these are the things that are driving people to want to feel among, self-worth is dead and every other thing. So I enjoy what you're saying, but that's what I think I can
Okay,
contribute there.
Mr. Moses, this one,
Yeah.
IJ,
Yeah.
we're saying we're all on the same page.
I just have one question for him, though.
Okay.
Why would a man
Yeah.
stay with a person he knows is not his type for 5 years, only to walk out and be with somebody else he meets in 2 weeks who is now his type? Why didn't you end it? Does it take 5 years to find out somebody is not your type?
I will answer this question for you. That is why we, as both of us, were sitting down here. We keep on saying the women, they have the power when it comes to relationship. If a man is not serious with you, you know. You will know. Within you, you will know. You have a way of knowing. Women were naturally blessed with intuition.
And sometimes you want to
Then
leave,
you walk away.
they don't let you leave.
It's
They
not-
keep begging you.
Beg what?
And they stay.
Beg what?
And just waste your
it's
time.
actually-
Beg what? It's because the
actually
person
not-
wants to
it's not-
stay. The person wants to stay.
It's actually not even only the men do it to men, women do it to men. The only way you will find out whether somebody is serious with you is what I'm trying to emphasize. You understand who you are first. That is where, you have, it's only when you have enough love. You love yourself. That is, if you have an
Talking about
abundance of love inside
self-love.
of you.
Yeah.
Yes, if you have abundance of love in you, it will be, yes, everyone gets heartbroken at one point.
Yeah, of course.
That is when you will not expect so much from somebody. When they want to leave, in a relationship, if you're the one that is offering the love and the other person leaves, you will feel it, but not so much. I don't know if you're getting what I'm trying to say. So when you spend your time trying to understand who you are, that will enable you. That is where the strength and the ability to discover who is original, who is worth being with. But if you don't, yes, okay. Yeah. What's your question?
Are you talking about self-love and self-awareness?
I don't know, but I don't know what would I use to describe it.
Mr. Moses,
So,
it's like you will come here next week Wednesday and join. Because it's confusing me more and more. IJ, what do you think? Mr. Moses, good night. We love you.
I'm here with you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ah, Jesus.
Yeah, I think it's related to self-love and self-awareness.
Yes, and that's what we've been talking. Maybe we've been talking about it, but we don't hammer, because this is not like how this is about relationship. Then when we're talking about relationship, we always go to self-love, self-awareness. But we cannot just come to a relationship show and say, today we're talking about self-awareness. Everybody will just slip off. Of
Yeah, I
course,
get
maybe there are programs that will be designed, for that. But this is all about relationship, and we always talk about self-love, talk about self-awareness. It's people that have been following me. They always talk. They will know that I always talk about you as a lady. Put yourself first. I always talk about that. Put yourself first. Self-love, self-awareness. I talk about it. Mr. Moses, thank you.
Okay, then very quickly, my name is, I'm reading a message, please.
Okay,
my
all
name
right.
is Vicky. Thanks for bringing us this program, because I've been trying to tell our young men and women about the danger of naked video or pictures. And this one says, good evening. I dated a girl. Is this related to what we're talking about? Okay,
just
I think
read.
so. Good evening. I dated a girl in our secondary school days, and she traveled for schooling. But after 17 years, she's back to Niger. Although we've been having video sex, I don't know if I should still continue with her, because we are planning on getting married. My name is Kenneth.
After 17 years. Kenneth.
So is it this topic tonight? I want to make you decide not to marry her
Bobo.
again.
I mean, don't lie on our heads, so and say it's because you've been doing. It's not fit to say that you've seen one commander. You, Ken, well done. No, go ahead and do your marriage. If maybe if something, you've noticed something, and that's why you don't just come up and say, we've been doing sexting since. That's why I want to end the relationship. Please put me down. No, I beg you.
If you want it, now, as much as there's something wrong with it, you are also guilty, guy.
You
You're
know-
also guilty. You are a part of it.
In
So
my
you should equally take the blame.
my mom used to say, when they want to kill a dog, they will give the dog a big name. He's looking for a way to end the relationship because something is not not clicking well, right, not clicking right for him. Okay.
Yeah.
He's not saying it's because he's been doing sexting. You have been doing sexting for 17 years. That will not make you end the relationship now.
You two have been texting. Both of you should repent together.
Repent and
Matters, problem solved.
yes, and if the truth of the matter is that whatever issue you have in the relationship can be solved, but if it's something that you cannot solve, and then maybe you can end it. Because I can remember, maybe this should be the last story I'll talk about. I can remember someone very close to me. He said he wanted to call off his wedding a day to the marriage, and the mom was crying. They've invited different Catholic priests for the wedding. What will people say? That was what the mom would say. What will people say?
Exactly.
And that marriage from day one was hell on earth, because I think he saw a message she sent to the ex, telling the ex she loves him and all that, and why the lady was still in love with her ex, okay, and why she did not agree to marry the ex was because she was AS and the ex AS. So he now felt he was like second best, second option. So until the marriage, throughout, they were always fighting, having issues, and eventually today they are no longer
Together.
They're no longer together. And he keeps on saying that if he had known, he would have ended it that time. Probably people would have gotten over the whole shock and everything. So if you feel that something is deeper than that and you cannot resolve it, then a broken relationship is better than a broken marriage. All right.
Then. Thank you so much for being a part of the show tonight. Omalicha wants to say thank you as well.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much. I appreciate every one of you. And don't forget to like my Facebook page. Omalicha is on my heels. But I'm thinking of opening a new separate.
Okay.
Yes, I want to open a separate page for just the show, because my other page is all about
your personal work.
Yes, my personal work, so that people don't, how people feel.
So that they don't mix it up.
So they don't mix it up.
Misunderstand
and
a few things.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I'll be opening a new page from next week, and it will be Late Night with Omalicha. It's all about relationship and all that.
Lovely.
Yeah. So thank you all. Thank you, Ken Billion. And don't you think we should reward some of our faithful listeners?
Like 10 billions, right?
That guy he's too much.
I agree.
Okay, so from next week, what are we going to do? Maybe we'll give, what do we recharge airtime?
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Okay, from next week we'll be giving airtime. We'll give it immediately the program is over. You reach out to IJ and she'll give you the airtime. Or reach out to me, we'll give you the airtime.
Nice.
We'll have to start rewarding our loyal
listeners.
Is very, very important. And please tell your friends, tell your loved ones, tell your enemies, tell your haters, tell everybody about Late Night with Omalicha.
Yeah.
Have a beautiful night rest.
Thank you so much.
Good night.
Good night. Keep it locked here anyway. More music comes up from right now.